Hi, this is Jeff with Birder's Diary. In this video tutorial, we're going to learn how to split a species in a taxonomic list that contains subspecies. A previous video went over how to do this in a taxonomic list that contained no subspecies. The steps are just a bit different between the two different scenarios. So let's get started. In this scenario, what we're going to do is we're going to split the yellow-rumped warbler in Clements 6.9 taxonomic list. That taxonomic list contains subspecies, and we're going to split it into two species. And what that's going to entail then is moving a couple of the subspecies over into the new species. So let's take a look at what it currently looks like. Let's open up the taxonomy viewer, click it in the toolbar, and let's load Clements 6.9 into the viewer. Now let's search and display the yellow-rumped warbler so we can see what that looks like. Expanding the order. Passerines, as you know, are a large family. Order, I should say. Now it's going to display here, and what we're going to see is the species Setophaga coronata, and it's 4 subspecies. This is the nominate subspecies, Setophaga coronata, and then these 3. We're going to make a new species called Setophaga auduboni. Okay, and you do that by clicking on the plus sign here. But first, I want to show you some test sightings that I set up ahead of time for this video. We click on the View Edit. I've entered yellow-rumped warbler in here and selected Clements 6.9, and I've checked this little checkbox. This should probably always stay checked unless you have a real need to uncheck it. All it says is, for this guy, for yellow-rumped warbler, show all sightings also for any subspecies under that. Okay, include sightings for all things under the name thing in the taxonomic tree. So let's take a look at what I've created. It's going to ask me, which yellow-rumped warbler did you mean? This one right here. And now I've entered a sighting for the species in each of the 4 subspecies. Okay, so we're going to see what happens to those sightings. So let's go back to this, and we're going to add a new species, Setophaga auduboni. We click on the green plus button here in the toolbar. Clements 6.9 is automatically selected. We're going to call this Audubon's warbler. Okay. Then I'm going to tab down to genus, and I'm going to type in Setophaga, and everything above that gets pre-filled in. And this species is going to be called auduboni. 1 eye. Okay. It is countable. Location, just for test purposes, we need to add at least 1 location, so I'll add Colorado. Let's add this species. Oh, look, the same classification is in use in other taxonomic lists. Now, in this case, that subspecies matches the species in IOC, so I'm going to ignore this right now and not use that thing. I want it to create a new thing. Okay? So I click No. It's going to create a new thing, not attached to anything else in the database, any other taxonomic list. Okay, and it's expanding back now to show you this. And there's auduboni all the way at the bottom, and we want to move it up under coronata. Okay, so I click on it, and I drag it up, and I drop it right on coronata. Does a drop after, so you'll see that auduboni comes after coronata. I can close this now. Now, what we want to do is we want to add, I've scrolled that down too far, we want to add a couple subspecies under auduboni. First of all, the nominate. So let's select that, drag it, and drop it on auduboni. Yes. There it is. We've got that down there now. Now, we're going to take this one, the West Mexican yellow-rumped warbler, and we're going to drag him down and drop him just after the nominate subspecies. There it is. Now we've pretty much got what we want. We've got the new species auduboni called Audubon's warbler. This one, the subspecies also called Audubon's warbler. And this one, the West Mexican yellow-rumped warbler. And these 2 subspecies remain under here. But typically what happens when a split is rarely does one keep its usual name, so let's rename this Myrtle's warbler, or the Myrtle warbler. So I type that in. I say yes. Now this is myrtle warbler, and this is Audubon's warbler. You have split the yellow-rumped warbler. You have changed the common name of the previous one. You've moved a couple subspecies under. All right? That's pretty much it. But just so we see what's going on, look down here. Now what I expect to see are that these two stay the same. This one, and this one stay the same. But these two, this one and this one, are going to change. And it's going to change to Setophaga coronata, or I'm sorry, Setophaga auduboni, and Setophaga auduboni nigrifrons. Okay? So let's refresh and see what we get. And we did. It moved these down a couple, but now you can see what's happened here is that you still have subspecies sightings, but now they're under that new species, and you have no sightings of the full species. That's how to split a species in a taxonomic list that contains subspecies. I hope you found this helpful. Have a great day.